Namaste. I'm U.S. Ambassador to Nepal, Randy Berry. There is no greater long-term challenge confronting our world today than the issue of climate change. Climate change is at the center of U.S. foreign policy, diplomacy, and national security. We are helping raise global climate ambition by engaging in climate diplomacy bilaterally and across a wide range of multilateral bodies. We know that climate change affects us all. We're already seeing its effect on wildlife, on water, on landscapes, and in the increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters. Future generations will face the most extreme challenges unless we act now. This global crisis requires a global solution. The United States stands with Hindu Kush Himalayan countries to confront the unique challenges that climate change poses to mountain communities. Preserving the Hindu Kush Himalayan region is essential for ensuring regional stability and protecting the livelihoods of the nearly 2 billion people who depend on its resources. Rising temperatures in the region are melting glaciers and changing mountain river flows. They are disrupting plants and wildlife and increasing the risk of extreme rock slides, avalanches, and mountain floods. Global warming also threatens human health and food security as changing weather patterns affect agriculture, water quality, and animal-borne diseases. Climate change is also linked to another major regional challenge, and that is air quality. Warmer temperatures can lead to increases in ground-level ozone, and that poses a danger. Climate change can also lead to more wildfires, which destroys homes, transforms ecosystems, threatens public health, and harms the economy. The American Northwest is dealing with similar challenges, with changes in snow accumulation and runoff timing. Rising temperatures impact water cycles, affecting irrigation and water storage. As mountain regions in the Rockies and the Sierra Nevada in the U.S. experience more rain instead of snow, communities are at risk from dangerous flash flooding. Unprecedented avalanche seasons and increasing forest fires due to hotter, drier summers are becoming more common across the western United States. We cannot underestimate the impact that climate change will have on the global economy if we don't act, and if we don't act right now. The same solutions to stabilizing global temperatures present great opportunities at the same time for sustainable development. Hindu Kush Himalayan countries are dealing with immediate development challenges, including bolstering public health systems to confront the COVID-19 pandemic and rebuilding economies for sustainable development. Achieving these goals goes hand in hand with addressing the climate crisis. Environmentally sound development that protects the most vulnerable from natural disasters and resource shortages ensures economic opportunity now, and it ensures it for future generations as well. As President Biden has underscored from the very start of his administration, we cannot and should not be doing this alone. Success will depend on international and regional partnerships that break down trade barriers, that promote cross-cutting innovation, and encourages truly inclusive development. Mountain communities are in a critical position to advance these solutions. There is a long tradition of local innovation to confront environmental challenges across the entire Hindu Kush Himalayan region. Homegrown solutions such as advancements in clean cooking, in micro hydro and solar power, and low-cost air quality monitors improve livelihoods while preserving the health of those communities and of our planet. Several countries in the region are pioneers in ecotourism with tremendous experience and expertise that can contribute to development in this sector worldwide. The United States is a leader in locally driven climate change solutions as well. For example, in the U.S. state of Oregon, that state's climate change adaptation framework identified climate factors that make the state more vulnerable to wildfires, earlier snowmelt, higher summer temperatures, and a longer fire season. So in order to prepare for future wildfires, the state is restoring fire-adapted ecosystems, improving development standards, and building the response capacity of public health agencies for wildfire emergencies. Beyond our federal government efforts, the United States private sector as well as state and city governments continue to be on the lead on climate change policy. My home state of Colorado, for example, has committed to take state-level action to fulfill the United States commitment under the Paris Agreement. It has implemented a series of ambitious policies in the power and transportation sectors. It is home to a robust infrastructure to encourage the green technology industry. Colorado's whole-of-society approach brings together national laboratories, universities, state and local government entities, private business, and venture capital to create the kinds of jobs and improve the health of its communities that are required to combat this challenge. Here in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region, the United States has long supported climate change mitigation and adaptation efforts. Our assistance in disaster management, in adaptation planning, conservation, and clean energy development has improved livelihoods and has protected ecosystems in these, the world's very highest mountains. And globally, the United States is leading the charge to enhance climate ambition. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate, John Kerry, and his team are engaging leaders around the world and urging them to join in responding to this urgent challenge by raising their ambition, as well as exploring areas of cooperation in the climate fight. Last April, President Biden hosted the Leaders Summit on Climate to announce the U.S. commitment to raise our own ambition to confront the climate crisis. He took that occasion also to encourage all other countries to do exactly the same. The United States takes this commitment seriously. We take that seriously abroad as well as at home. So President Biden is directing a whole-of-government approach to address the climate crisis and put the United States on an irreversible path to achieve net zero emissions economy-wide by 2050. And most boldly, he has pledged to create a carbon-free power sector in the United States by the year 2035. The United States is not waiting because we cannot wait. The costs of delay are just too great, and our nation is resolved to act and to act now. Climate change poses an existential threat, but responding to this threat offers also an opportunity to support well-paying jobs, to strengthen working communities, to protect public health, and to advance environmental justice. Finance plays a vital role in the transition to a clean economy and building a climate-resilient future. The United States is mobilizing financial resources to assist developing countries to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and build resilience to the impact of climate change. By 2024, we will double our annual public climate financing to developing countries, including a tripling of our adaptation finance. U.S. agencies working with development partners will prioritize climate in public investments, enhance technical assistance and long-term capacity, align support with country needs and priorities, and boost investments in adaptation and resilience. Public interventions must also mobilize private capital, however. Governments can support green capital flows by building climate-friendly business ecosystems and encouraging transparency in climate finance reporting and tracking. With each passing day, our work to confront the climate crisis builds momentum, and the coming decade will be decisive. From the April Leaders Summit to the Sagarmatha Sambad to the UN Climate Change Conference this November in Glasgow, the steps countries take this year to set the world up for success will make all the difference. To keep the vital goal of limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius within reach, we need to get on the right path right now. So now is the time to be bold. We can and we must do more together for the sake of our future generations.